Hey everybody, it's Corey. Today is a really big day, so it is Monday, September 11th, 2023, just before 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And the new smart service extension to Novi and Wixom starts today. It's the first one of a series of service extensions that are going to serve all of Oakland County. So I'm heading down there to check it out. I'm going to do a little bit of reporting on it too, because there are some things I like, some things I don't, unfortunately, and we're going to talk about both. Hello from the parking lot of higher standards, lower prices. Okay, next step. So we're going to be trying to get into Ann Arbor by about 3:30. It looks like we're going to be a little bit late, but that's about standard for the flyer. The next bus I'm on, D2A2, leaves at 4 and gets into Detroit at 5. If I can get into Detroit by 4:40, I can catch the Express 805 out to Novi. If not, I'll have to do either Grand River or Woodward to 740, so we'll figure it out. Let's hope we can get in early and get that bus though, because I do want to take the Express. This is it, 805 stop. Nothing you really know by looking at it because there's no schedule or anything else, but that's it. I mean, there are a lot worse places you could be stuck waiting for a bus for another half an hour. A lot worse places. Okay, made it over to Grand Circus Park, waiting on Fast Uber to get up to 11 Mile to get this show to Novi on the road. It's running pretty late, but that's about usual these days, so we'll see what happens.
Arriving tomorrow.
Sadly, we ended up being about 20 minutes late, and my transfer to the 740 would have been about 45 seconds. I wasn't going to play that game. It's an hourly route, and if I missed it, I would have risked not being able to get home at all, so I decided just to come back the next day. So before I call it a wrap on day one, take note of one thing. See the doors right there? See the bus stop's pretty much right there too? Just keep that in mind.
Yeah. That's where she worked at.
I started the second day at OCC Orchard Bridge and met up with my friend and fellow transit rider Lucas. Day 2, I'm up from the 740. We are about to cross into Novi. Hi, Future Corey here. Quick note before this next part of the video. So, this is the stop at 12 Mile and Haggerty, far side headed east. So, Farmington Hills is over there, and Novi is over there. So, this is the boundary. New service over there, existing service over here. Look at the stop. So, we got a shelter, bench, a trash can. It's got a schedule, and it's got a clearly visible sign, and it's got a nice curb. This is, minus the traffic noise, can't do anything about that. This is what a smart stop should look like. All the infrastructure's here, connection to the sidewalk. You're not going to get drenched in the rain. It's accessible. Just keep this picture in your head for what we're about to see. Thank you. Thank you. All right, we're here. Welcome to Novi. And welcome to the stop for 12 Oaks Mall. How you feeling? Exactly. So, 12 Oaks Mall is over there. And we're over here, where the sidewalk ends. So the way that you have to get to 12 Oaks Mall is you have to cross this with no crosswalk and no push button and get all the way down that hill to get to the entrance to the mall, the east side of the mall. Now that we're away from the noise of the road, we can talk about this a bit. So this, unfortunately, is the Metro Detroit special, where all of our major businesses out in the outer ring suburbs don't want anything to do with transit riders. This is not Smart's fault. 12 Oaks Mall did not allow them to enter their property. And because of that, the only thing Smart could do is put their stop on the nearest public road. And because 12 Oaks Mall has no sidewalks, this is a very long 4 to 5 minute walk on just the grass to get to this major metro shopping center. Now I gotta figure out the easiest way and the safest way to get across this without causing an issue. Well, we're here. I had to run because there's no marked crossing to get across the road on foot.
Getting here, we almost got run over by 3 SUVs, all of which were made by Ford, oddly enough.
Not only is there no sidewalk, but thanks to this wooden guardrail, I can't even walk along the correct side of the road. So I just gotta play dodgems every time somebody comes by. Here, check this out. City of Novi Community Transit. They're allowed to come in here, no problem there. They're also transit riders. Okay, so here's the thing. Like, I don't know what Metro Detroit policymakers think transit riders are. We're just regular people, just like everybody else here. We're just trying to get where we need to go. The people who are planning to take Smart to the mall are the customers and the employees, just like people who are driving here. That's it. So I don't know what's up with the hostility. I do know what's up with the hostility. It's decades-long racism and classism that we need to get through, which is really what the challenge is for us transit advocates these days. It's not about getting the service, it's about getting the suburbs to agree to let the service happen.
The people I used to see ride the 740 every morning, get off at Haggerty, and walk 1.5 miles to their jobs at the mall.
We survived. Almost. We still got to get back across the road because we're going further into Novi. I'm just going to say it. City of Novi, build a crosswalk here or somebody's going to get killed. Alright, we're here at Fountain Walk. This is the Smart stop headed east to get to Fountain Walk off a 12-mile road here. It has a sign, but there's no schedule, and more importantly, there's no infrastructure. There's no concrete pad, there's no bench, there's no shelter or anything like that. The unfortunate thing is that every single new stop they added to Novi and Wixom looks exactly like this. So we actually have a close friend who is a wheelchair user, and they wanted to be out here with us today, and they couldn't be because they have no way to get out here. This extension may as well not exist to them because of this. So I don't have any knowledge of whether it's the city's fault, whether it was Smart not doing it fast enough. I don't know what the story is, but it can't happen like this with the future extensions. When they do the next routes in Rochester and other places, the infrastructure has to be in place first before they start service, because this isn't fair. Okay, so what needs to happen here? So first, the new stops they install have to be accessible. They need to get the concrete poured first, the signs up, the benches up, the shelters up, wherever they can put them. And if there's a reason they can't, they just need to communicate that. And the second thing that needs to happen is Oakland County needs to start calling this out for what it is. These decades-old practices of excluding riders from Detroit, excluding riders based on race, based on ability, and they need to start naming and shaming. It's not everyone. There are some businesses that do it right. Like Great Lakes Crossing does it pretty good. Oakland Mall, the bus stop's at the door. Somerset Collection, the bus stop's at the door. Even though they won't let them put a sign up, at least it's serviceable. But there are so many others, like 12 Oaks, and like just recently, Auburn Mile, up on Brown Road. We think they kicked Smart out. We don't know exactly what happened, but they put up a service alert saying, hey, we're moving the stop outside of the parking lot of Meyer and onto the road, and we just had to do it immediately. So I think that they got told to leave. This has happened over and over and over again. Oakland County fought incredibly hard to get this on the ballot. Us advocates fought incredibly hard to get this vote passed. And now Smart is fighting to get the service. Not doing everything quite right, but they are at least wanting this. Oakland County needs to start saying that what's happening is not acceptable. We don't operate like this anymore. We are inclusive now. Now let's start acting like it, and let's make sure that this service expansion can actually work, that we have the infrastructure in place, that we are including everyone in this, and that we can all actually get where we need to go.